Hello, welcome once again to Healing and Lean. Today, I'll be addressing a mail I got from someone. Um, she actually was seeking some sort of advice and counsel, but at the end of the day, I just realized that this is also a very common problem amongst couples. She said she's been having issues with her fiance because he's trying to restrict her from a normal lifestyle, hanging out with her friends, sometimes going out to watch movies, you know, and is complaining that a frequent outing is not sitting well with him. Good evening and welcome once again to Healing Abin. I just want to let you know that when you get into a committed relationship with someone, some of the basic things you should do from the get go is to know the person's likes and dislike. It is not just okay to get into a relationship and you feel everything is going right, everything is going good, and that's it. With time, we are going to adjust. There's usually no time to adjust. The first season, which I call the first step, the first stage of relationship, is the seemingly happy moment where you go out, you can't sleep, you spend nights on calls, video calls, and everything. You buy flower, you buy gift. The second stage is a stage of understanding. That is where the flaws begin to set in. The complaints, the nagging, the questioning, a little bit of insecurity begins to set in. And this is the most delicate stage. Now, for a seemingly extroverted person, when you get into a committed relationship, you should know that relationship is like a school. When you get into schools, you abide by the rules and regulation of that school. It doesn't necessarily mean you don't have the right to do things you want to do. Of course, you can read your book, you can decide to sit in the classroom, you can decide to go outside the classroom. You can decide to eat your food at lunch and you can decide to reserve the food, right? But you abide by the rules. Now, there are no set laid down rules that guiding a relationship that is perfect. What works for Mr. A might not work for Mr. B. What works for Lady B might not work for Lady C. So it's usually advisable for couples to come together, know your likes and dislikes, know your weaknesses, and know how best you would support yourself so that when things happen, you would know how to address it. So, what I told her was you should know that your friends have their life and you have yours. This is not someone you just want to have a casual relationship. This is someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. And if you've not settled down, he's trying to tell you because after from what she said, she was being very open. From what she said, she didn't say he actually told her to stop. He said she should reduce a frequent outing, which I don't see anything bad. It's the same thing goes for the guy. What I asked her, what if the same guy was a type that clubs every day, every weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is always hanging out with the boys? Would you be very comfortable with it? She said no. Then I said the same thing goes. Meet each other halfway. Your friends will always remain your friends, but your friends would also have their families. And don't be surprised. Some of your friends might get into a committed relationship and they will just pick up their phone and tell you, oh, um, I'm in a relationship right now and my guy doesn't entertain too much outing, so I might not be going out with you. Then what happens? You have destroyed your relationship to please friends, and the same friends are calling you to tell you that they won't be hanging out. So I think life is all about balancing. You balance your relationship, you balance your friendship in such a way that it is not detrimental to your relationship. And I must tell you, your relationship, your relationship should be your priority because 20 friends cannot stay together for 20 years. You can keep your relationship and it can grow beyond that time. So until we meet again, I remember your umbulos. Don't simple. Do have a wonderful